Basketball fans, welcome back. So in this video, I'll be reacting to the Nderitu versus Carthage. So Carthage is a team that they matched up in the second game, and this game went to overtime, and Team Kenya went ahead and won this ball game. So this was something that I felt so good when our country won, and it happened in overtime. So it was just a thriller. And we have our usual suspects. We have Natalie, Medina, Joy, and Hilda, who are going to be representing us throughout this whole thing. Played a total of 4 games. I've covered the previous video I made on the film was against Baku, and this one's is going to be the Carthage team, as you can see on the screen. And the commentary is in French, so but with my commentary in English, you'll be able to follow through and also just check on the improvements that the women's team made, especially when it came to this game, especially coming off a game that they started off horrible against Baku. Let's see the adjustments that this women's team has made, because this is going to dictate and show us what they have done, which improvements they have made. So with my commentary going through it, we'll be able to know what really happened. So the possession goes to Team Nyati, Nairobi Nyati. And let's just get into it. So yes, having possession of the basketball, and can see right out of the gate, Hilda just going out there and shooting. She's not a three-point shooter as much. I feel like she's a streaky three-point shooter, but majority of the time when she's hoisting up the three and trying to get the three, some may go in and some may not. But that's a turnover. That was almost a turnover from our side, so I can really grab the basketball. Nice deflected pass, but they still get it. And looking at this game, even with this few seconds, you can see like both teams were just uncoordinated. It was just a game that I was just looking at, and you're not sure like what to expect. And you can see that that's a missed layup coming from Medina. Honestly, sometimes I ask myself if these people even pay attention to or even make changes to like the ball game. Look at that pass. You've seen so many overhead passes, especially coming from the Baku game. Look at that. At some point, did you see that collision? Did you see that collision there? This was funny. Look at this. There's a missed layup. So Carthage have the ball. At some point, Hilda and Medina collide. And I don't know, it's just miscommunication. It's like you don't know where it's supposed to be. And in that confusion, a player was able to leak out. Number 4 was able to leak out easily and score the basket. So there's such poor like miscommunication on defense. And that's the main reason as to why we struggle. Because that poor footwork coming from Medina, she lacks any footwork. Her fundamentals are just way off. And there's a reason as to why she's not able to like even grab a huge contract, especially outside, because some of the scouts and some of the teams, when they try to take a chance at her, they just see this is a player that is so flawed and just lacks the fundamentals. And there's so many things that are lacking with this player. Look at this nice lace fake, but she couldn't even make it. That's such a nice look. Look at how distracted we were. We can't even defend. You can see the position where Natalie is. She wants to like stop and help them for the pass, but you can see how Hilda, you can see even with Hilda, how Hilda was trying to like even play on defense, but in this position she has sat out. But you can see Medina is here, but her feet are just so slow and she's so uncoordinated on her feet, and that pass just got faked and nobody's hands are up. This lady, Medina, can't even put her hands up. Natalie's hands are not up. And this was just Carthage's layup to miss, and they missed it. And you can see how poorly on defense. There's no effort on defense. It's just run and gun majority of the time. Majority of the time it's just run and gun. And I've seen a lot of happy feet from Natalie, and she doesn't know how to relax the basketball. And I feel like she's aware that she lacks the ability to. She doesn't have any good dribbling skills. She can't dribble. She can't hit a crossover. She has none of those. And majority of the time, If you're able to trap her easily, she can even turn over the basketball. She has zero fundamentals. Look at how fluid Carthage was, especially when it came to like just basic footwork. And that's a nice inside pass. Zero defense. Who was guarding her? Who was guarding? You can see both Team Kenya players have left her, have gone to commit to one for a double team. And you can see all of them are watching the ball and they're not even looking at the cutter. Medina is just there, just relaxed, doing nothing. Can't play defense. It's just like they're just watching the ball. I mean, the women's team left Nairobi to too loose and left the defense back in Nairobi. That's the thing that I'm seeing. Joy doesn't even have the IQ to even run. She can't even like find the opening. She would have just slid in through her left side and taken the pass from Medina. She couldn't do that. Natalie, she's taking herself out of the game, and that's the reason as to why we just suck. Look at this. Medina doesn't have any dribbling skills because of her size, and her footwork is just pathetic. Poor. Just poor footwork. And it's just sad. Hilda is not in the game, so we have Medina, Natalie, and Joy. Natalie tries to go in for the three, and she misses it terribly. Hilda checked in, but you can see like there's so much uncoordination. It's just a scrappy game. Look, number 2 trying to go in, she got blocked. And you can see the game plan is just to try to pass it to Hilda every single time. And every single time, even with an open look like this one, you will have expected Hilda to just drive and just blow past because there was no one who was guarding her like that. But she just opted to pass it away. And this is something I've seen happen all the time. You can't commit to a layup. You can't commit to a layup. You just have to kick it out every single time. Even in Kenyan basketball, this is the same thing they do even in the Premier League. And it's something that really makes you predictable and reduces even the chances of the score. What if that ball misses? So Carthage have the ball, they're going in, and Team Kenya, you can see how like we just don't even know what we're supposed to do. Nothing. Medina is such a poor defender, like especially on ball. I'm not saying not saying a paint defender because she's able to block shots, but if you look at how she just looks, you can take her on one-on-one, and anyone who's being defended by her just looks like an all-star when you play against her on the perimeter because you can even easily blow by her. Right now she's taking a seat and they've just decided to go small ball. But the big problem is there's no shooter on the team. No shooter on the team, and the Carthage team just, cash money in there. It's easy. Sometimes we should just stop this habit of sending like low IQ players to just go out there and just, embarrass us. I know we won this game, but looking at how we played, man, it's just pathetic. Like, no dribbling. Look at that. That's a steal. That's a steal coming from Hilda. You might think that they are good players, but they're not. Low IQ don't even know how to dribble. Don't even know how to dribble. There's nothing going on for us. Even that 3 didn't even count. Did it go in, that 3? That free throw? It did go in. And Nairobi Nyati 3, Carthage 3 at the time. And honestly, there's no fixing this. Look at this. Poor fundamental. You cannot, walk. Like I said, low IQ plays. Low IQ plays. Look at Hilda. You might think that she knows what she's doing. This is a player that doesn't even know what she's supposed to do. Like a travel. Those are the calls that they get away with when they play in KBF, but they can't get away with them when they go and play in Europe. And you're able to see like these people just do not even understand what they're supposed to do. Low IQ after low IQ play. Look at this. Carthage going in, they try to draw their foul. But it's not a foul. Let's see. Team Kenya, I'm giving you another chance. Let's see. Because Natalie has no dribbling skills, she always has the tendency of trying to dribble the ball on the right. She doesn't have any, she can't even put in between the legs. She has no crossover. She has nothing. So all the time she keeps dribbling on her right, and she releases a three that doesn't even go in. She's not a good or efficient three-point shooter. She has never been, and I don't think she will be. Look at how like easily they're going in. Easily going in, and they're drawing the fouls. And the good thing about this Carthage team was just the ability to make the free throws. Look at Medina. Denied space inside, and she's able to go in. But that's the only way that she can score. But her footwork still, she can get away with it when she's getting guarded by a smaller defender, or like when she's able to like get a quick step. But it's always the same. She always drives in right, drives in left, like that. But she can't even spin. She doesn't have the ability to spin, even work the post. Look at that. Same playbook. It's the same playbook. That's the only way she can score. And this right here is the reason as to why I really get on this girl a lot. Check this part here. So the ball is out. Then, when this pass is dished out, what happens when Medina sees that? She sees that pass, she plants, and she just does nothing. She just walks and lets this girl just shoot it. And this is in giving up on the plays, this is the reason as to why I don't like her when she plays on the team, because this is somebody that doesn't have the will to win. She doesn't know how to win. She doesn't want to win. And I feel like it's a mentality issue most of the time, because every single time we see, or even I see the game, especially when we have lost the possession, we lost possession of the basketball, that's what you see from her. I've seen that trend so many times, even from the Nations League, in the games, in the 3x3 games last year that we played. That's the thing that I've seen mostly. And there's just a lack of effort on that on the defensive side of the ball, and her inability to have the fundamentals, especially when it comes to like moving without the basketball and just having good footwork. That's something that she doesn't have. And she just got a wide open look from that mismatch. And that's the only way she can score. No other way. Take the ball out, go for the three, and it's good. And this is the time that we just got going. And number two goes in for the layup. She misses it. Medina goes out there, live and die by the three. Hilda misses it. And I don't know, like, it's funny the way that we rely on the three ball, but we don't even have 3-point shooters like that. And I don't know, we got trigger happy when we were up 3, knowing for a fact that this is a team that is skilled and can easily just take this game away from us. Let's see. Carthage going in again. That's a deflected pass, and it's a foul. Look at that. Nice. What a good way to just start off the possession like that. And you can see, who's that ball off? Medina. They were targeting Medina because you could see she had no IQ on defense. And look at how she got left. Easily. She gave up on the play. Costing points in the process. She only knows the only function she has is just give me the ball, let me score. And I'm not gonna play defense. And every single time they kept targeting her, all the time. All the time they keep targeting her. And there's nothing she's doing. That's the only way she can score. This is the only way she can score. It's Natalie, Medina. Every single time. Joy has she's not even touched the ball. At some point you can just see there's no use of her on the team, because she can't guard, she can't shoot, she can't do anything. Look at how she's been blown by. Despite that shot not going in, you can see the weakest link on defense is Medina, and Joy was not even getting anything. There was nothing. I don't even know why she was playing. Just cardio. Some players just know how to play cardio here. Nothing else. And it's just that action. Medina going in. That's the only way. Only way she can score. Has she been whistled for a walk? That's a travel. She got whistled for a traveling violation. That's the only way she can score. And she's getting the travel because she has poor footwork. This is a girl that has zero footwork. She didn't even sit down. Because we keep sending low IQ players who lack fundamentals every single time. Nothing. I feel like we have better players that can play. But the problem is the cartels think they are good just because they played last year. The cartels think they are good, but honestly, when the competition goes up, they can't do anything. They're just poor and pathetic. And it's something that we see every single time. Carthage have the ball, they're going in. Number one attacks. Look at that effort on the rebounds. Where's Medina? Nowhere to be seen. She's not even in the game. Natalie can't even go for the rebound. Look, number 3 going up there, misses it, going back in there and scoring. So look, Medina isn't even on the court, and they're just taking advantage of the size mismatch. Because there's so many small players. Too many small players. There's nothing. There's no production here. Imagine embarrassing yourself in foreign land, then you think that you're gonna land a massive deal for a team. These people can only play for Team Kenya or the respective teams they play for here, but they can't play anywhere else other than representing the country. There's nowhere else they can play like this. Nowhere else. No team is going to allow themselves to take your flaws in like that. Like a player like Natalie can only play for KPA and Team Kenya. That's it. That's where it starts and ends. There are players like Medina, you have seen, she cannot play for any other team outside Team Kenya. She can't. You saw that Swiss deal went sideways. There's nothing there. Can only play for Kenya alone. There's no future. Look at this poor on defense. They just look sloppy. At least they got the steal there. That's the only way they can score. It's always a pass between Natalie and Medina all the time. She rolls, she can't get that pass, and that's it. She tries to go ahead and just try to score. That's the only way. There's no creativity, no nothing. And this is supposed to be the point guard. I mean, a very low IQ point guard is a detriment to the team. And you can see, if you don't send players who have skill, you can see that 3, it just got hit in front of, who got hit on? You can see Natalie, she can't even defend the 3. She's not even jumping to contest it. You can't even jump to contest. I mean, you're just useless, basically. You're useless on defense. Can't guard the perimeter, you let the shots go in, and you're just basically useless. And when I come out and say these things, look at the rebound, look at the effort. No one wants to go and rebound. Everyone is just outside waiting for the ball. And this is what pissed me off. Check this out. The ball, all the players from Carthage are trying to get the rebound to shoot it. But where are our players? They're not even willing to even help Joy go ahead. This is what communicates to me. There's selfishness in this team. They don't want to do the dirty work. They're waiting for the ball outside so they don't want to do the dirty work. And this is what I don't like. How many rebounds? 2. There was 3 short attempts on rebounds, and Joe's on there alone, and nobody could help her. Nobody. They're just waiting for their ball outside. And Natalie, majority of the time, she's been scored on from 3. She's a low IQ defender in the perimeter every single time. This is somebody that you can't rely on to defend, and that's the reason as to why the game went to overtime. And Nairobi Nyati were blowing a lead. They have no ability, no idea, no creativity. And all these players, you can see they are old, apart from Joy. All of them being players are old. This lady, Hila, is almost 40. Natalie is like early 30s. They're not young. So getting through them is so difficult mentally. They have capped out. I don't think they have the ability to take any instruction. These players lack the ability to take any instruction. And there's a reason as well. Look at that defense. Poor defense. It's like you're running away from that defender. You're supposed to be there and try. Oh, look. Rebound again, Carthage. Carthage for 3. And the only thing they just want to do is let them take the 3, let them take the shot, we grab the rebound, go outside. That's it. Look at the defense being played. Medina has no footwork, but she tried on that point. She tried there. Look at that ball handling and turning your back. Look at this. Honestly. How is Natalie? She turned her back on defense. Look at this. This one shows me these players lack. They don't understand. Like, if you turn your back on a defender, there's no way you're going to stop that shot, because you're trying to like cheat and try to show that you can be able to like get the ball. But the moment you just turn your back and don't slide with them, you're not able to know where the ball is going. And number 2 goes in and just scores it easily. The only way you can score is just outside, inside. Natalie again, just scoring on her easily. Nice pass. But it's a turnover. I mean, there's so many instances. So many instances of like miscommunication on defense. And you can see how low IQ these people are. Like, Team Kenya just low IQ. Both the men and women. About a month ago, I talked about the Kenyan runs, how they are so useless. And even the women, you can see, even the refs had to take their time to tell them to use their head at least, even listen to like even the calls when they happen. But anyway, it is what it is. That's not like a moment. What all I'm just saying is there's just problems, serious problems with the team. The 3x3 team is just weak right now. It's not the same. Look, Medina squares up for the 3. She misses it. She's not a 3-point shooter. I don't even understand why she gets like, she's allowed to like take those shots. Carthage grabbed their own rebound. They grabbed their own rebound and still retain possession, even despite the deflection. And look at that. There's just a huge disparity, especially when it comes skill-wise. No ability. Look, Medina just throws away the ball. Low IQ. As I said, low IQ. So many low IQ players. You even ask yourself if these players even think. You're not creative on the court. Even despite the win, we looked so pathetic. Too pathetic. Too pathetic. Carthage are just toying with us at the time. Let's look at this possession. So you're expecting Medina to even move closer and like at least contest, but she can't. She's too slow on her feet. What does it cause her? Easy 3. It's like these players do not want to win or anything. Poor defense. Nothing. Look at that. It's a switch. And because she doesn't even understand that she needs to go and try to guard, she moves away. She moves away and her contest is so weak to the point where the Carthage player number 1 was able to like find some daylight easily and just shoot the 3 ball and it goes in. And with that, you can see like that lead got blown and forced an overtime. Another 3 hoisted and it misses. I don't know who told Hilda like she's a 3-point shooter. She's never been a 3-point shooter in her whole life. She can't shoot a 3 ball. I'm not sure why, like, you know, she shoots the ball like that. The only time she shot the ball and we won the game was that game to punch the semis, but this one, no. She's not a 3-point shooter like that. You might think like that shot that she made to close out the game made her a 3-point shooter, but if you look at the game, Man, it's just depressing. And with that, the Nairobi Nyati lost the lead. They lost the lead like that to Carthage, and it's because of poor plays, and it's because of lack of awareness in the game. We had a lead and we blew it. Every single game we can't even win comfortably, like the way Baku won comfortably against us. Every single game is a scrap. All of them are just scraps. All of them. look at this. Easily just drive in, and the only way like you can stop them from making those shots is by just blocking. That's the only way. That's the only way. And blocking and fouling. You try to block, but you still foul. Look at that. Nice shot in. Quickly pass it to Medina. No footwork. Natalie goes in for the 3. She misses it. She has never and she'll never will be a 3-point shooter. Never. I don't even understand what she brings to the table. She should just stick to KPA, because that's where she's allowed to make all these mistakes, but not for Team Kenya. I mean, you've seen so many poor plays. Look at how Natalie just threw away the ball from that 3, and Carthage had possession of it. And with that, you can just see how easily any other team can beat us. It is so simple. That's such a nice pass. Hila, she's just so old. You can just see. There's nothing. No dribbling, no nothing. And they're just, going in for second helpings. Going in for second helpings, that's our specialty. That's it. The only way Medina can score is when she's just running to the rim. That's it. No innovative plays. Just, take it out, give it to me. Get it out, give it to me. No. If you want to try to be, you have to be creative, because if a team catches on to that way that you're trying to play, they will figure you out easily. They'll just figure you out easily. Man, it's sad. And Carthage gets some daylight and they score. And that's Joy's defender, and she couldn't even stop her. Medina with the ball, a 3 attempted, misses. Well, and that's just about it. If these 3 didn't go in from Natalie, it will be done. The game will have been done. And that's the game just forced overtime. If that shot didn't go in, that's it. Heading into overtime, but our plays are just too predictable. Too predictable. And you can see Carthage were just going in and just wanting to finish us off easily. And you can see Medina with her inability to have good footwork. She can't. Joy tries her fast field goal, and she's just out. And she just goes and grabs a seat because, there's nothing there. Nice steal from Medina. What else? No creativity. Zero creativity. Nothing. There was zero creativity, and Medina's shot was the one that decided the game. She goes in, and the 3 just close out the game. So, honestly, even despite the win, it was such a poor display of low IQ plays. This game was decided by 1 point, and honestly, if you ask me, if we continue playing like this, there's no way we can be able to even get these players the best opportunities of their lives, because when scouts, even despite the win, if you focus on team success, it's a very good team success, winning the game. But if you look at individual contribution, you will see these players are so massively flawed and they lack basic fundamentals. Nothing. They lack anything. And that's the reason as to why the only teams they can play for is representing Kenya and their respective teams here in Nairobi. So that's just about it. So do drop me your comments in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.